How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and welcome to episode 19 of Zootopia on Home Video. Last week, I showed you all the first release of Zootropolis on 3D Blu-ray, and today I'm showing you the updated version of Zootropolis on 3D Blu-ray, and that would be this Zootropolis 3D with the Disney Classics cover. And once again, I want to give a huge thank you to Serial Heat in the UK for sending me this, as well as the original 3D release, and finally, next week's episode as well. So thank you, Serial, for all of these. So, just like all the other releases of Zootropolis in the Disney Classics line, this was released in store shelves in the UK on October 3rd, 2016. So, the original one released on the same release day as the rest of Zootropolis, which was July 25th. So, July, August, September, October. So, only about 2.5 months after the original release, it got a re-release with the Disney Classics. I've already gone over the Disney Classics of the DVD and the Blu-ray in other videos. So here's the 3D Blu-ray, and this is how they all look together. So it's the exact same cover as the others in the Disney Classics collection. Nick and Judy with this really energetic pose coming towards the camera. Although this one does have a extra red border here to denote that it is a 3D Blu-ray. And just like with the original 3D Blu-ray release, we do have little watermarks all around. In fact, they're in the exact same places as the original one. So we should have one right here around the center. Yep. We should have one up here somewhere, one down here somewhere, one down here as well, dead center. Man, I nailed that. All right. So yeah, it has the exact same 3D watermarks as the original release. And again, only on the slipcover. Just as with the other Disney Classics releases, it is just a slipcover variant. The case underneath and the contents inside are entirely identical, which I'll get to in a second. So let's go back to that slipcover, shall we? So, we've come to know all about this. It is identical to the normal Blu-ray, except that it does have the Disney 3D logo down here, whereas the normal Blu-ray has the Disney Blu-ray logo down there. Otherwise, the cover is exactly the same, except for the extra border and the exact same blurb at the top. Blu-ray 3D also contains 2D Blu-ray in pack. So, buy one, get both. The side there still has the character portrait of Nick and Judy at the top. Disney Classics 54, Zootropolis, film ratings, catalog number. And the other side, exactly the same, everything except the Zootropolis logo. We've come to understand this is what the Disney Classics look like for both the Blu-ray and the DVD. So, yeah, we're not, nothing is different. The back, the information and the layout is identical to the original release, except that now, where it used to be orange, it is green. As far as I can tell, that is the one and only difference between these, just the color change there on the boxes. Otherwise, the information is identical because the release is identical. Again, underneath, it's the exact same Blu-ray case. The exact same, no differences whatsoever. Even Nick instead of Judy there on the top. Nothing about it is different. Heck, it's orange underneath as well. The slipcover is green, it's orange underneath to match the original release. Nothing is different except the Disney Classics slipcover. And inside, we do not get that flyer. And just like the last one, this came to me completely shrink wrapped, so I know for a fact that it only had this inside. So it did not come with a flyer. I guess either the Anna and Elsa dolls sold out or weren't popular, or maybe they just didn't feel the need to advertise them anymore. But whatever, we didn't get any flyers here. We just got the standard 2D Blu-ray, blue disc, Zootropolis logo, all that information, and the exact same 3D Blu-ray disc with an actual proper picture there with Nick and Judy and colorized logo and all this stuff. Just as with the original release, the discs here are identical to the steelbook. Nothing is different. So yeah, there we go. Amazingly, for some reason, in the UK, By the end of 2016, you had a total of 3 options of owning the film in 3D. You had the original 3D release, you had the Disney Classics release, and you had the Steelbook release as well. All of them gave you identical discs, no differences between them. And yeah. I also find it really nice, really interesting that they gave us 3 different ways of owning a Disney Classics version of Zootropolis: the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the 3D Blu-ray. I guess the Disney Classics line is kind of big over there. I kind of wish we got one here. I'm also kind of glad they didn't, because it would be really hard for me to go out of my way to get all of those. How many are we up to now? 62? Moana's out now. Moana 2's out now, so I think that was number 62. Man, imagine having to go out of your way to get 62 of these. It was hard enough for me to get one. Again, huge thank you to Serial Heed. So yeah, we're almost done with the entirety of the UK subset of Zootropolis. Only one release remains, and I'll be showing that off in the next video. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope this video was informative to you. Please let me know if it was down below, and let me know if there's a version of Zootopia or Zootropolis, or whatever it's called in your region, that you'd like for me to cover in the future. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.